we should take them out to do something. What? We should take them out to do something, like at the park or something later before you go, if we have time. If we can squeeze it in. Alright guys, if you're here watching me right now, I just do have to I do have to warn you. I'm sorry, I have allergies or a little cold or something, I'm not really sure. But I do have to warn you that it's going to take me a very long time to dry my hair. So if you want to kick it with me and do your makeup with me and hang out with me, I'm blow drying my hair right now. It's going to take a long time for my hair to be dry. The blow dryer is going to be on. Tell me if you want me to mute. Should I put on music? Like, do you not mind the sound of the blow dryer? Because it's gonna be a while. Go ahead and just tell me in the chat if you're having a hard time with the sound of the blow dryer, and I'll fix it. Because it's gonna take a while, guys. Oh no, my battery. Nick. Will you give me a charger and the mic? What? A charger and that mic that holds up the phone. I have a way to charge my phone and stream without. I honestly need a tripod. What? Oh, it's by the Zen room right there where all those books are. And then the Yeti. All right, so to define my wavy, curly, whatever I got going on here, I use these two things. Oopsie.
Sorry. Here.
It's okay. I just don't want to get electrocuted. Guys, if you didn't know, the Yeti mic actually also works as a tripod, especially when it's broken. So if you have a broken Yeti mic and you're like, what can I do with this thing? You can use it as a tripod. And it holds your phone in a way where you can charge it still. Isn't that amazing? It's a better tripod than it is a mic. Just kidding. The Yeti mic's pretty good. So a lot of you guys think that like I'm lazy or that I don't work and that I don't know, but I just want to give you a little brief history about me. I have a brain malformation that I was born with. It's called pachygyria. Mine is very mild. So basically what it is like, you know how everybody has ridges in their brain? One portion of my brain doesn't have ridges in it. So I was born like that, and I have this disability going on, and I have other things that are, you know, a little disabling for me going on, like my neck injury and stuff. And I've had a job as a cosmetologist before. I went to Paul Mitchell in the Sherman Oaks Galleria and got my cosmetology license. And I love being a cosmetologist, but unfortunately, because of my disability, with the whole brain malformation, mild pachygyria. I don't drive because I have dyslexia so bad that I can't, the lines in the road I can't drive. I can't see what I'm doing very well. It takes a long time for me to comprehend what I'm seeing on the road and where everything is because of my dyslexia. And I don't drive. So where I grew up in LA and I was a cosmetologist out there. And here in Arizona, where I moved, about 8 years ago, I cannot drive. Like, I just cannot adjust. I cannot adapt. And in LA, I did drive, like, just locally, like within, like a 10-mile, 15-mile radius of things. Like, I could drive and get around really well because, like, I grew up there. I knew the streets like the back of my hand. And ever since I moved out of LA, I've just had the most terrible time with my dyslexia and the pachygyria, and as I get older and I've been having more seizures, and when you drive or when you have seizures, you're not supposed to drive. So like I'm in the middle right now of going to a neurologist and stuff and getting a doctor and everything and getting all this shit taken care of. So hopefully maybe I can get access to better, more resources to help me with my crippling pachygyria that I'm dealing with right now. But just even though I look like normal on the outside, guys, like I actually am suffering with this disability of my brain malformation. I'm fucked up. Okay, I'm fucked up. And it has nothing to do with drugs. I'm not on drugs. I was actually born with a brain malformation. So have I ever farted loud in my streams? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe one time I accidentally farted one time, maybe. Also, not to mention, I only just found out that I have pachygyria like maybe 8 months ago from my mom because I'm adopted, and my adopted mom didn't tell me that for like my whole entire life. She like just didn't tell me that I have a brain malformation and shit. So she only just told me like 8 months ago, like, oh, here's all your paperwork. Like, look, I could show, I mean, like in my closet, I have boxes of my medical paperwork. Like you can kind of see up there. There's boxes up there with all my from when I was born, and I had seizures and shit when I was a baby. And she only just told me about that shit. I guess she was like, well, since you're having such a hard time on this planet, I guess I should probably let you know that you were born with a brain malformation, and that's why you're having such a hard time. So I only just found out that I have this problem 8 months ago. I always thought that I was just unlucky and shit, that I was struggling in school because, I don't know, they made me feel like I was being lazy or whatever, but I wasn't being lazy. Like, it was actually the opposite. I had to try like extra hard, you know. I had the worst time in school. I had no time for anything because I was spent my whole like existence going to doctors and stuff. As I had no childhood. It sucked. I really didn't even get to go to like water parks because I was having seizures as a child and my mom didn't want me going to water parks and shit. So any birthdays that people were having, I couldn't go to. I couldn't go to any birthdays because they were always like going to water parks and shit. So I had to skip out on like my friends' birthdays and shit growing up because of my brain malformation that I was suffering with. I had seizures. I couldn't learn how to drive for a long time. I had to put off driving for a very long time. And then once I did learn how to drive, I like couldn't do it because it was just like my tracking is terrible. Like I can't track things very well. I know you guys saw me doing the eye movement thing in my short, but that's like anyone could really, like you just put your finger behind the phone and track your finger. It's like when a cop goes like this. Like it's the same thing. But anyways, when it comes to like reading and math and situational awareness, I'm terrible at that kind of shit. So I'm in the process right now of seeing doctors and have to start all over again with this disability stuff because I moved out of LA where all the shit was documented, and now because I live in Arizona, they want me to do it all over again. And it was just a completely, like, it's so frustrating that I wasted my whole childhood just to do it again in my adult life, you know? And I would never even had to move out of LA if it wasn't for trolls harassing me where I live and calling the cops on me non-stop. Like I had a neighbor back then who was making false police reports saying that she saw my children dead in a window and shit. And they weren't dead, bro. Like, obviously my children are not fucking dead, dude. And so I moved the fuck out of LA because I didn't know that I had a disability, that I needed to stay close to my doctors and shit, and to get away from this neighbor who was just being insane about harassing me and shit. And now I'm stuck in Arizona, this shitty fucking hellhole, with these shitty fucking doctors, by the way. Is like ranking number 2 for the worst medical fucking bullshit is Arizona. And I'm stuck here doing this shit all over again that I already did when I was a fucking child. I wasted my whole child. What a waste. All for nothing. I'm just pretty upset. And then people still have the audacity to be like, she doesn't work, she's never worked, she doesn't work, she doesn't work, she only just has seizures and pieces of her brain are all fucked up, but she ain't never worked before. She doesn't know what it's like to work. She has seizures, but she's lazy. She's lazy, she doesn't want to work, she wants everybody to do everything for her. Like, bro, I'm fucking retarded. I'm fucking retarded, dude. Are you serious? Have you ever been retarded? No. I'm fucking retarded, dude. That's really great that y'all think I look normal and cute and everything, but I'm fucking retarded. Y'all are fucked up for that. Y'all going to hell for that. What a curse it is, like, to look fucking normal on the outside and have your brain fucked up on the inside. What a fucking curse that is. You know, she's lazy. She ain't never worked a day in her life. Yes, I fucking did, first of all. I worked as a cosmetologist. Maybe I didn't have an official job, but I fucking earned my cosmetology. You have to work before you get your cosmetology license, you need a certain amount of hours on the floor doing people's hair. So I worked in school on people's hair. I worked on my friend's hair. I worked here and there. And then I had children, and that's been a non-stop job. And I take that job very seriously. I'm always cleaning my house. Bro, I'm fucking retarded, dude. I'm fucking retarded. Have you ever been retarded before? It's a lot of fucking work. You gotta let people look inside your brain and shit when you're retarded, dude. I'm gonna have to go get fucking scans done of my brain, dude. Yeah, like, I'm a fucking nanny, dude. I'm a fucking nanny that doesn't get to go home, okay? Like, I'm a live-in nanny who's raising children 24/7, okay? That is a lot of fucking work, and I take my job seriously. I am constantly doing the dishes. My house is clean. I'm scrubbing the fucking baseboards and shit, okay? Like, I'm not just sitting here watching my kids while everything's falling apart around me. I'm fucking taking care of my business around here. That's all I can fucking handle right now. I'm sorry that I'm retarded. I'm sorry that God made me fucking retarded. What the fuck do you want from me? Fucking retarded, bro. I'm sorry that my mom never told me I was a tard until I was in my 30s. My mid-30s, by the way. I'm sorry about that. What the fuck? Y'all have the nerve, really. Some fucking nerve. Yeah? Well, at least you think I look it because nobody else does. I wish you could be the decider of whether I get disability or not. Maybe I'll take that in to my next doctor appointment and be like, look, they even agree with me about being retarded. They said I look retarded, so what's up? Your girl's retarded, bro. And if I look it, then why are you fucking with me? What's wrong with you then? If I obviously look retarded, why are you fucking with me, bro? You're sick. You're sick fucking with a retarded person like that. You're sick. Unless you're a retard too. If you're a retard too, then I get it. Fine. Whatever. Yeah, Jordan. Hold on. I can't hear you. What's up? Can you watch TV in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be cussing it up and shit.
It's okay.
Alright, well, don't cuss. Don't do drugs. Thank you. I appreciate that. But, you know, there's certain people on here who like to say that I don't know what it's like to work and I don't like work and I'm never going to work a day in my life and all this shit. And that shit's fucking crazy. It's insane to just, like, do that to somebody that you've never met. But whatever. You need meds, basically, if you're that concerned about other people. I'm sorry, but my hair is still fucking wet underneath here. It's almost dry. I have to start all over again with my doctors. I hope none of y'all ever have to have a seizure. I hope none of you or any of your children out there or grandchildren or cousins or any of your friends or family ever have to have seizures, because that shit is shitty. Honestly, garbage. Seizures are trash. Seizure Milan. Honestly, hope that none of you ever have to witness one of your loved ones having a seizure. It's very scary. I just can't believe that my mom didn't fucking tell me that I had a brain malformation until I was 30 fucking 5 or 6 or something. That was like 2 years ago. That was like a year ago. 35, 36, I'm 37. She told me when I was 36 years old, like on my fucking, a week before my birthday, it's always some shit before my birthday too. Like one time they broke my dog's leg while I was in boarding school, and fucking my dad accidentally broke my dog's leg and ran over her motherfucking leg and shit. And fucking they sent me a picture while I was in boarding school of my dog with like a cast on her leg, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, what's your problem? Why would you even send me that fucking picture, you sick fucks? And I was in boarding school and I was all fucking pissed about that and shit. And I was like crying about like my dog and shit. Like what's your fucking problem? What's wrong with these people? They're sick. That's what it is. They're sick. No, it's not gonna get better. It's only just gotten worse. It was good for a while and then everything just started getting worse for me. It's like I got some virus or something that I've been fighting. I also have mono, which is basically a more like calmed down version of Epstein-Barr, which is, a sleeping disease, basically sleeping beauty disease and shit. Like, so I have that problem where I could have a flare up of mono, a relapse of mono at any given time, really. And I could get really, really super tired and not be able to wake up for like 14 hours for a week. I'll just sleep all day sometimes. So luckily I haven't had that much of a flare up with the whole mono thing. Thank God. I had a little flare up recently where I was just so tired. I was sleeping a lot. I took a lot of naps, but I'm whatever guys. It's so frustrating that people are just like they hear one little thing about you, like when you answer a question, like have you ever worked, and it's like it's a more complicated question than that. Like no, yes, but no, not technically, like yes, but no. Yes, I've worked, but not to mention that I was trafficked in LA, but we won't get into that because I don't talk about that kind of shit. I don't talk about that kind of shit. Did I ever work and get paid? No. Did I work? Yeah, I was forced to. I'll be right back. Okay, so I was adopted when I was 4 months old, and my adopted mother was told that I was having these seizures as a baby, and that they did brain scans on me, and they said on the brain scans, I have all the paperwork in a box. They said on a brain scan that I have a mild cleft on my brain, and that it was causing seizures, and to keep an eye on it. And then everything was going good for most of my childhood. No real problems in my childhood. Maybe some like behavioral sense, like I was a very sensitive little girl. I cried a lot. I didn't talk a lot. Like I was nonverbal up until I was probably, I want to say like 8. I didn't talk to people. I was nonverbal. And I cried a lot. And other than those few little like, kind of like, little like maybe just verging on like maybe she's just shy, she's sensitive type things. Just other than like maybe just some, mild kid stuff. uh, my mom didn't really see any troubling symptoms of the pachygyria that she was told about. And she didn't really see anything. And then when I turned 10 years old, something happened and I started having seizures. So then, she was like, oh, maybe it's because of that thing. And I started seeing doctors and having all kinds of tests done and, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, she didn't tell me that I had pachygyria until I was in my 30s. So I just found out about that. Yeah, she didn't want me to have like this problem where like a stigma against myself where like she was hoping that I could overcome it if I just didn't know about it or something. Her intentions were good. It was just not the right thing to do. She didn't want me to lean on it like a crutch. You know what I mean? Like I'm a little pissed off at it because I really need the resources. Like I'm broke. I really could use some help with disability and like money or whatever. I need better doctors. I need better resources, and I'm really missing out, unfortunately, and it's affecting me in my adult life. So I'm a little upset about that, but I do know that her intentions were not to like fuck me over. It was not the right thing to do. Like, like intentions are not everything, you know what I mean? Like, I understand that her intention wasn't to like hold me back, is what she's saying, but like it was to make sure that like I didn't use my disability as a crutch. But also like she doesn't really like people that are disabled. Like when she adopted me, they asked her like, okay, like are you okay with people who have what's it called? Like, it was different back then. Are you okay with people who have, any like retardations? And she was like, no. So like they were like, oh, well here. And my birth mom wanted me to go to her because my half biological brother and sister were with her. So my birth mom was like, no, she has to take her. Like she can't go anywhere else. So my mom, they probably didn't want to tell my mom, like, hey, this baby that you have to take, has some, tardation going on. Some very mild, but could be, problematic tardation going on. Because they didn't want to scare my mom into not taking me. Because my mom was like, absolutely no, to the tards. She didn't want anybody that had like visible, she didn't want any children that had visible disabilities. So like like wheelchair stuff, she didn't like that, or any like intellectual visible, anything that was like visible. They were like, are you okay with like those kinds of things? She was like, no. And then they were like, well, what about psychological disabilities, like mental cases? And she was like, yeah, that's fine. Because my mom's a psychoanalytic therapist. So she was like, I can handle the mental stuff. I'll just figure that one out, But the other stuff, she was not confident in her ability to handle. So they probably didn't want to tell her that like I had some other stuff going on that was not favorable for her. And they didn't really tell her the severity of it, I think. It is what it is. I've dealt with it my whole life. It's just annoying that like I can't, people just assume, like they look at me and they're like, there ain't nothing wrong with this bitch. You know what I mean? And like, yes. And it sucks that I have to talk about it. It sucks. I hate it. I hate that I have to tell people my personal shit just so that people are like, oh, the girl ain't right. Even though she looks okay, she ain't right. Like, It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that I have to tell people, like, when somebody has Down syndrome, we all know.
Yeah, you don't have to say.
You don't have to, you just look at that person and you're like, oh, you have Down syndrome. You know, like, we all know. Like, when somebody has, like, some kind of, what's it called?
It's called a disorder.
A disorder or
a disorder or a birth disorder.
Yeah, a birth defect or like a brain problem going on, like that they were born with. Everybody knows, like, there's always some kind of physical marker, right? It's not like that for me. It's not like people look at me and they're like, you are normal. You're normal. I can see that you look normal. And it's like, yeah, but in here on my brain, it's not normal, and it's affecting the way I see things. It's affecting the way it's affecting my perception.
The cast iron skillet is clean.
Thank you.
Well, does it?
What, you had a?
No, it was on.
I smelled it.
I was
like, are you?
Too. I was like, what is that smell?
I smelled it, but I figured that you'd get to it.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. So that's, that's the only annoying thing for me right now is that I have to get on here, and because you guys don't see that I am disabled because it's all in here, I feel like once in a while have to tell people, like, I'm disabled, guys. Like, I'm not a lazy person who doesn't work. Like, I'm literally a disabled person. I know I'm from LA and I sound and look normal and stuff, and it's actually a really big curse because then people just shit all over me.
Wait. This guy, Harsh Shit 88T, sounds like he's listening. Let me tell you how controlling and narcissistic her mom is. Okay, we live near Tucson. I'm gonna tell you guys this for real. We live near Tucson, Arizona. Okay, Tucson, Arizona as a whole is more dangerous than South Central Los Angeles could have ever imagined being at any time, in any point in history.
Which I was homeless there for a
Tucson,
while.
wait. We'll get back to your story. I'll walk away. You can finish telling your story. Tucson, Arizona is super fucking dangerous. Okay? Now, because her mom owns our house and wants to make sure our children are in school, she did not want us homeschooling our genius children. For some weird,
she wanted them to go to school and get belittled and teased about being Jewish in a non-Jewish area.
So she said, I'll buy you guys a nice house in a 10 out of 10 school district if you sign a contract saying that you will put your kids in public school. So it was that or be homeless. So I was like, okay, I'll sign.
Yeah, that's how I ended up homeless.
Stupid contract. I'll sign your stupid contract.
Don't poke my butt.
I'm telling you, let me finish the story. This is important. You keep talking.
Okay, but don't poke my butt.
You've had 25 minutes to talk.
Shut
Don't
your
poke your
mouth.
butt every time you talk. Listen.
Squeeze it at least so it feels
Okay, well,
good.
poke.
Squeeze.
Okay, squeeze.
You know I love being squeezed.
All right, so listen. So she comes down here to Tucson to visit our children, right? She hates us. Hates me and Jessie. Let me have some space to talk. Let me say something.
No, I'm
hates
using the
Jessie
mirror.
and me, right?
Yeah.
Hates us. Wants time with our children, right? Has literally tried to buy time with our children. Has literally tried to buy time with our children, which we've said no. That's called human trafficking. She's literally tried to traffic our children by paying us money or giving us incentives to see our kids.
I'm like, I told her, I was like, you can take my kids. You don't have to, like, give me money.
No, you could spend time with our children.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, take
right?
them to the movies or whatever.
Or spend time with all of us as a family.
I was like, we all want to go, though, is the thing.
Wait, listen.
Like, we
so
all
anyway,
my baby, like, can't go by herself with my mom, but my baby wants to participate.
Let me get to the point. Okay, so my mother-in-law, her mom, her adopted mom, likes to spend time with my two boys, 9 and 10. And she likes to take them and go to a hotel and stay in a hotel and enjoy the area or whatever and not see us the whole time that they're here.
She hates us.
She hates us. She likes to take our children, our two boys only, not our daughter, and go to a hotel somewhere. And she always says, I want to stay in Tucson. I want to stay in Tucson. That's where all of the action is. And I'm like, listen, that's great. You can stay in Tucson, okay? I would prefer if my children stayed somewhere like Green Valley, Sarita, you know, like an older retirement area with like hotels and stuff like that. Like people your age. She's 79 years old. Let's keep in mind.
And she's driving.
She's
driving my children around.
Oh, she crashes the car all the time. She's had her driving license suspended, I think, 3 times.
She hit a lady in LA. She's over
really a terrible driver.
She hit a pedestrian in Los Angeles.
Okay, so when she comes out here to visit, she used to say, no, I'm staying in a hotel in Tucson, in downtown, right, where all the murders, all the human trafficking, all the drugs is taking place. No, I want to stay in Tucson, in the city, in downtown, by the college. I want to stay in Tucson because I want to walk around and go to all the local things around the area. I say, no, I'm sorry, but you can't take my kids and do that. I'm sorry, you just can't take my kids into Tucson. It's just not safe. And the way you drive, you're going to get caught up in a road rage incident. Someone's going to shoot you. They're going to hit the kids. Yeah. It's going to be miserable.
Yeah, and then she always is using like this weird map thing. She doesn't use GPS.
Oh, no. She uses this other thing.
This thing called Waze. It's like an app, and it's that.
It's
I'm
like an
what
Israeli.
Are you doing?
It's like a fucking Israeli
and
app.
It makes her drive around in circles and turn around, and she uses this weird fucked up app, bro. And I don't know.
It's really terrible.
Like, why wouldn't you just put it in Google and then go like everybody else in the world?
But wait. She comes out here. She stays in the most dangerous part of town. I tell her, please, I'll drive you around. I'll drive you and the kids around. Don't worry about it. She's like, no, I'm going to rent a car. And she rents a car. She drives around with my kids. I tell her, I don't think it's safe. I think you're kind of old. You know, you're like 79 years old. You're driving around with my kids in the car.
You know, she asked to come for his birthday. I'm like, I didn't
She asks to come all the time and we say no, and she comes anyway.
I didn't answer.
Because this is her house. So she has a right to check on her investment.
Yeah.
She made us sign a contract to put our kids in public school. She made us sign a contract that I would work, and then she contacts my employers and gets me fired to make it look on paper like I'm not fulfilling the contract. This is the kind of woman. She will tell me that I need to sign a contract to live here, and in that contract I have to have a job. And then she will ask for proof of employment.
Wait.
Then she will contact my employer and get me fired.
Wait, meanwhile, I'm disabled, guys, and I have to start all over again with doctors and find time to fucking do that.
And she is a psychoanalytic therapist.
She has her doctorate degree.
In Los Angeles, she graduated from Wisconsin University at 16 years old.
Oh, yeah.
She graduated
it was
college.
Chicago. Right?
No, she went to Wisconsin,
okay.
the Badgers.
Okay.
She went to Wisconsin University after immigrating here from Iraq. She came here when she was 12.
10.
When she was 10, she started college when she was 12. She graduated college when she was 12. She speaks 6 languages.
Cast irons.
She is a doctorate of psychoanalytic therapy who works with homeless people in Hollywood, California.
We're not mad at her.
I'm not mad at all. I'm terrified of her.
There's nothing to forgive.
Honestly.
She is
terrified
She's
of
scary.
her.
She's honestly scary. I have no reason to be mad at her.
Came down here, crashed my car. Wait, let me tell one story, I'm done. Came down here, crashed my car.
She's my mother.
She bought.
I love her.
Came down here, crashed my car that she bought with my kids in the car. I asked her to be honest about it. She said no. She said, I may have had a little mishap. Right? Came down here to Arizona, took my car, crashed my car, took the car to a dealership, took pictures of another car at the dealership and said, would you like me to buy this car and sell your old car? Said yes. She said, okay, then I'd like you to sign a contract.
And YouTube
saying
lives
that
are for whatever they want to be. Like there's no genre, there's no agenda, there's no people can do whatever they want.
Came down here to Arizona, took my car, crashed my car with my kids in it, refused to admit that she crashed the car. She said there may have been a little mishap, nothing serious, right?
With our kids in the car.
With our kids in the car. She's crashed 3 times with our kids in the car. She's crashed 3 times with our kids in the car. My son has had 3 accidents in his life. They've all been with Nana. Okay?
Watch out.
Came down here, crashed my car, went to a car dealership with my car, said, I don't know, I'm thinking about getting you guys this car instead of that car. A way nicer car. Way nicer car. Says,
my mother is
if I buy you this car and replace your car that I crashed with this car, right? I'm going to need you to send your kids to LA for 2 weeks this summer by themselves to stay with me.
Yeah.
I'm going to need to, if I buy you this car, I want you to send your 2 sons, age 10, to LA by themselves to spend at least 2 weeks alone with me, a 79-year-old woman.
Wait,
a 79-year-old woman who can't even feed them.
She doesn't do it on purpose, guys. She's not doing it on purpose. Like, she's not an evil person. She doesn't understand. She's 79 years old. Her husband died, and she hasn't been the same.
Also,
she's been really cruel.
Last time my son spent time with her, my 11-year-old, my oldest kid, was with her and his brother. In the morning, she took them to breakfast. He didn't want anything on the menu. So she took him to eat cookies.
Nana is not around. Nana does not live around us.
Yeah, she made sure that we live 700 miles away, so she's still close enough to have control, but far enough away where we have no power.
Yeah, we don't.
Far enough away where we don't get to decide where we go and who we see, but close enough to where she could see us anytime she wants. In her house that she owns, to make sure that I'm poor.
Meanwhile,
I can never own anything.
She knows that I'm disabled.
I can never own anything.
She's hid it from me my whole life. She hid the fact that I have pachygyria my whole life.
So she hid her disability and then made sure she was financially responsible for her every aspect of her life because she feels ownership over my wife. This adopted mother thinks she owns my wife.
She does.
Thinks she owns her like property.
She does, technically.
It's the strangest fucking thing you've ever seen. This woman from Iraq who has very, very little Americanisms is treating my daughter like she's a dowry that was not paid for.
Yeah, it's true. It is.
Treating me like I owe her millions of dollars that continues to buy us gifts and then hold it over her head. Well, I bought you that car. You don't think it would be right to send Jordan and Elijah to Los Angeles on an airplane by themselves to go to Hebrew school for 3 weeks in the summer? I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Also, her family members are like these Zionists.
Oh, yeah, the original Zionists.
All my family members are like
really, the founding fathers of Zionism.
Like scary people. Really. I'm
like they lived in Iraq and they had paperwork buried under their house that described the plan for global Zionism in Iraq.
And I'm not like that, guys. Like I'm not like that.
So, just so you guys know what kind of person has total control over my life because I married her, a woman from Iraq has total control over all of my earnings, all of my living expenses, all of everything.
It's crazy. I don't know how she does it.
I can't wait for her to die.
No, don't say.
No, I'm sorry, dude. It's the truth.
They're fighting. They're fighting.
No, it's just her.
Okay, but you can feel that way, but don't say things.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, guys, the only way to get away from this person is for her to go away forever.
She's never gonna die. Her fucking, her grandma lived till she was like 120. I'm not even kidding. Like, she was so old, no one knew how old she was. It was that kind of thing.
But they keep it together like she looks like she's 50.
That's
the weirdest thing.
She's never gonna die.
She thinks that she thinks that she is mentally the same age as she looks physically.
And this is not my biological mother. I just want to make that very clear.
And she's not.
This is a stranger.
She looks 50.
This is a fucking stranger.
Yeah,
dude.
She looks 50. She's actually 80.
She's honestly a stranger.
Yeah, she is a super witch. She absolutely is a super witch. You're right.
Yeah.
110%
She
super
practices
witch.
the dark triad. She's a huge...
Oh, yeah, she tried to get her to go... She tried to get her to do Kabbalah classes.
Yeah, she did.
She tried to get my wife to do Kabbalah classes.
It was like a dating scene, and I didn't want to be part of it.
But her mom tried to put her in that dating scene so that she would marry a nice, rich Jewish man. Right? Who could pay the dowry.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So weird. Who pays dowries to rich families anyway? That's the thing is,
They do.
if you guys have a shit ton of fucking money, the best I can do is offer to like clean your car once a week. But you sent me 700 miles away. You know what I mean? Man, y'all going through so fucking a lot. We've been going through it for 11 years.
What is PDX saying?
Allegedly. She's an OG.
Allegedly what?
That your mom's an OG. Man, y'all going through so fucking a lot. My hopes and prayers with you guys.
It's been like this for my whole life. It's been like this for my whole life. I have no friends. She's made sure of that. I have no support. My family all thinks I'm a wastoid.
Oh, look at this channel, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, you just look at the viewer count. Just look at the viewer count. It's not because we're not interesting. It's not because we're not attractive. It's not because we're not funny. It's because...
Illuminati.
It's because there are people who are literally fucking...
Nick wanted her to fuck off, basically.
I do.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. She's lived 80 years.
Okay, so if
I live 80 years, I will want to die. I'll be ready to die. At 80, I'm ready to die, dude. I don't care how I look.
So if you had someone attacking you for 10 or 20 or 30 years...
Oh, no, it's been almost 20 years. When we were 15...
Imagine if you had someone trying to hold your head under water for 20 years. Would you want them to be there anymore?
No. I met Jessie when we were 15 years old. Okay? I wasn't allowed to date Jessie until we were 25 years old.
She's not even my mother, PDX. She's adopted me.
I wasn't allowed...
She's a stranger that I was forced to trust.
Yeah. Thrust into her arms. Here, this is your baby. And she looked at this baby and she went, huh, why is this baby having seizures? I thought I was told that this baby was perfectly fine. So it's been a resentment.
Yeah, like
it's been a resentment.
She feels
this whole
scammed.
Time. She feels scammed. Correct. She's like, oh, great. So they gave me the 2 good children and the black sheep.
Now I'm stuck with this one, I guess.
No, those are not working.
I have been homeless. I have been homeless. I've been put around dangerous people. My whole life, I've been, like, I want to verbally abused. I've been through the shit because I've been left out of important information, the fact that I have this brain malformation that I was born with that she never told me about up until a year ago.
Not to mention we're both from very well-to-do rich families that leave us out of every everything.
My cousin is like a top lawyer in the Pentagon.
We're not allowed to participate in family discussions. We're not allowed to talk with our family about finances. We're not allowed to talk with them about politics or religion. We're not allowed to talk. That's why we're 700 miles away, so that they can hit that block button on the phone when we're calling. We are 700 miles away so that we can't protest outside their house if they're mistreating us. We're 700 miles away because they think that will buy them enough time to save themselves if they think we're going to hurt them.
And
they think we're Nick Reiner.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to. Is her family and my family both look at us like we're the Nick Reiner type.
They know how fucked up it is. So they want us far away in case we realize one day.
Blow up one day and go, you know what, we should just fucking kill these people.
I would never.
I would never, but that's what they're afraid of. That's their biggest fear is that we're going to wake up one morning and we're going to go, oh, these people need to die.
Oh, again?
These people all need to die.
Jordan.
That's what they're afraid of, is that we're like the Nick Reiner type.
I don't know
But here's the thing. Nick Reiner was given everything in the world. Nick Reiner was given everything in the world, and it wasn't enough. You know why? Because of the SSRIs he was on.
Yeah.
See, that's the difference between us and the majority of America is we don't take SSRI medication. I tried. Hey, look, I was told that I had some kind of a personality disorder, and I tried to take Wellbutrin, and you know what it did to me?
Yeah, it was a zombie, dude. I hated it. I was like, are you okay? I hated it. I was like, where's my husband? Ugh, yuck. It was disgusting. But it really was. It was so bad.
It was bad, dude. So imagine if you were shooting up Wellbutrin like Nick Reiner.
Yeah.
You know? I was really fucked up, dude. I took Wellbutrin for 2 weeks. About 2 weeks ago, or a week ago, I stopped taking Wellbutrin. 3 weeks ago, I started Wellbutrin. 1 week ago, I stopped Wellbutrin because I was like,
stop.
I was so fucked up, dude. I was so fucked up. She was like, knock, 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 knock. Hello, is there anyone to fuck in there?
I wasn't gonna say anything about it because, like, I was like, maybe he needs, I don't know, maybe he needs the Wellbutrin. I don't want to interfere with, like, the process, right? So I didn't say anything about it, but I kept being like, are you okay? Are you okay?
Get your screenshots of me drooling all over the place, PDX. I know what you're laughing about. Ha ha. I never screenshot you guys.
Look, listen, we're not going to hurt people.
With all the wacky stuff your husband
We're not going to
does.
hurt people, but just understand that when people are out there being like, they ain't never worked a day in their life. Like,
not
shut
true.
the fuck
up. I've actually worked every day I can since we've been together.
He has a job, first
I have a job right now, and I have worked. Ask her.
Yeah.
Every opportunity for work that I've ever had,
and
have
also,
I shown up on time?
If my mom told me about my disability from when I was like a teenager, I would have been on disability already in my adult life, and I would have made him my caretaker.
Yeah, she would have.
It says on my paperwork that
she
I need
needs
a caretaker.
So make sure she doesn't have seizures, and make sure that she's appropriate,
like
mentally ready for the day. Like, I'm not even trying to joke around with you guys. Like, my wife is amazing. She's an amazing mother, an amazing wife, a beautiful woman. However, you people and other people in the world and everyone else can get in her head really easy. And that's not safe. That's not safe.
I'm like that same, on my paperwork it says I have the same, like, capacity as, like, a child.
On other paperwork, it says she has 0 rationality. That means, like, it scores out of 100. Like, 0 meaning, like, no ability to rationalize. 100 meaning, like, full autonomy, ability to rationalize and think for themselves and do things for themselves. She has a 0. She scored a 0. 0, which means that if someone comes and tells her to eat a fly, she might do it.
No, I mean, well, that's gross.
No, I'm saying, like, if someone, like,
if someone brought me, like, drugs.
Yeah, she can cook.
If someone brought me drugs.
Yeah, she might use them.
I would probably.
She'd probably use them.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. If someone says, eat this fly, I'm around my family and stuff. So, like, I'm trying to keep it low key.
No, let's just be honest. Like,
if she was in the workplace and she was stressed out and someone offered her something that might take her stress away, she's going to try it just to see if it takes her stress away because she's already overwhelmed.
I don't have that angel on my shoulder
that says no. Think about your kids. Think about your husband. Think about your health. Think about how your family would feel. Think about how you're gonna feel later.
I don't have it.
She doesn't have that.
I don't have it.
She doesn't. It's not there. So, and that's like per doctors that say that. That's why when people like Dirty D come around and he's like, hey, move to Rhode Island and move in with me. I'm like, fuck off, dude.
I don't have a very addictive personality. I just don't do the right.
She doesn't resist.
I don't have that.
The temptation.
My decision making is not appropriate.
She can't resist the temptation for relief.
No fighting. No fighting. So listen, PDX, let me tell you something. Like,
she's miserable and she's she's like clammy on like she doesn't feel right.
The only reason
situations.
The only reason that I can do certain things like cook or speak eloquently is because my dad really nurtured.
It's been taught.
My dad really nurtured me, and he really like made me feel, okay.
Those are her savantic abilities.
Yeah, like
she doesn't do that stuff like cook and clean because it's inherently bred into her. It was taught by someone who she cared an immense amount about, so she held on to it because it's a memory that she has of cooking with her father teaching her how to cook.
Or like me and my dad, we used to watch the History Channel all the time. We used to watch. She
likes history.
Like he used to talk to me about certain things.
Politics and history and current events and stuff like that. Certain things,
and my vocabulary is really good because he always spoke to me, and my dad was a screenplay writer, and my dad nurtured me really well, and he paid for me to do like my little art stuff and my little crafting stuff.
So because her dad's gone, she does these things to feel connected to her dad. Even the weight loss thing, her dad said on
Right
his
before-
dying bed,
yeah,
on
right-
his deathbed, he looked at her and he said, I want you to be the best you possibly
He
can
said,
be.
I want you to be healthy.
I want you to be healthy and fit, and I know you can do it, and I know you're going to do it. And he died, right?
Yeah.
And so after he died, Jessie made it her goal to fulfill his prophecy for her. That sounded so wonderful, of that you can be amazing, you can be fit and safe and sane, and you could look great. And she did it because he willed it to be such. And so he also willed it to be such that she would be a good cook, that she would
Well,
be...
he taught me how to cook.
Right, that's what I'm saying, is that he willed it to be so. He willed it to be so. He knew that Jessie had limits. He knew that it was amazing that he was even able to teach her these kind of traits that was going to make her a desirable wife. He was teaching her how to be a homemaker because her mother was busy fucking with homeless people.
Yeah, she was like,
Busy fucking mentally torturing homeless
I'm gonna
people.
cry my makeup off.
Her dad took on the role as the father and the homemaker so that she wasn't home alone all the time. Is the honest to God truth. Is that she was missing a lot of school because her mom gave their whole household something called Epstein-Barr disease that I have now and my
children.
kids have now because of this, her mother-in-law, who has
Also
something...
didn't tell me that she, had that.
Yeah.
had me drinking her coffee, taking sips from her coffee.
Gave us all Epstein-Barr virus. If you guys don't know what that is a type of herpes simplex.
It's not herpes, but
it's not herpes,
No.
but it makes you really tired.
It's this like sleeping beauty disease.
It's called the sleeping beauty disease.
It's the
We
kissing,
all have
the kissing disease.
We
or
all
whatever.
have mono. That's what mono is. It's called Epstein-Barr virus. We all have mono in this house because of her mom.
Don't share our drinks.
Okay? Because her mom probably shared a drink with a homeless person or some crazy shit.
Who knows?
Who knows how she got mono? But her
So my
mother
mom is notoriously doesn't tell me shit.
is a psychopath.
Notoriously is does not tell me anything. So
Right. So she's been kept out of all of her family's finances. She has no idea who anybody is or what anyone does in her family. She doesn't know who to ask for help in terms of me getting a job. I believe in nepotism, okay? I believe that similar people get together and make wonderful things happen, okay? I think that I'm just as smart as anyone else from my tribe. And that's my honest to God belief, is that I am one of the smarter elders from my tribe. Okay? And I believe in nepotism. I believe that if I was given an opportunity to work in nanotechnology, I would make wonderful things happen. I believe if I was given an opportunity to work in corporate real estate, I could make wonderful things happen.
My brother went to Northwestern University and won awards for nanobot technology stuff, and he's a genius.
And her brother-in-law,
and he's rich. He has so much money.
And her brother-in-law is a mogul for a company that sells corporate real estate.
Also
and it's
rich. In LA.
We're not allowed to contact these people, by the way.
Also filthy rich, and no one.
I've told her mother, I've told my mother-in-law, hey, can you separate them?
No, I want to see what's going on.
Okay.
Stop.
I've told her mother, why don't you get me a job with Grant? Why don't you just get me a job with Grant? I'll do anything in terms of getting into that industry because I know how much money is in that industry, right? These people have hundreds of millions of dollars. And do you know what they spend? Every 10 years or so, they'll spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to keep us away from them because we allegedly make them look bad.
They don't like that I did drugs.
They don't like not having the perfect family.
They don't like that I smoke weed currently. They don't like that I drink and all this stuff. They don't like that I have fat legs. They don't like that. They don't like things about me.
They don't like that I'm opinionated.
They don't like
that I am politically incorrect.
They don't like things about us.
They don't like that I call out bullshit when I see it.
So because we don't fit into their perfect little bubble, we don't get to. We don't get to live. Basically, we're wasteoids. We're trash because we don't fit into their perfect little bubble.
So I don't want to hear about Elijah complaints right now.
Okay, but anyways,
Thank
we're
you.
done talking about it. I'm done talking about it. I don't want to be upset today.
No, me neither.
I really don't.
I was coming in here to say that someone has control
I'm 37.
over her life, and it's not me.
I'm 37.
And it's not gonna be me. I don't want to control her. I want her to live her best life and have fun. Okay?
Look, all I want at this point in my life is to have my own money. I want my own money, and I want everyone, if they don't like me, I want them to stay away from me and forget about me so that I can just try and be my own person. That's all I really want to do. Like, I just want to be my own person, and if they don't like me, then I want everybody to just stay the fuck out of my life. That's what I want, because like I can't like I've never hurt anybody intentionally that I know about. I've never
we've been hurt by people.
I just want
It's
people.
the other way around. It's the other way around. And ever since I started fucking with her,
Thanks, PDS.
ever since I started fucking with her, bad things have happened to me in the hospital where they've like I've had to be paid out thousands of dollars because of the way a nurse ripped my IV out when it wasn't even supposed to be taken out. Like on purpose. Like said, "No, you're being discharged. Give me your arm." And I'm like, no, don't take that out. I still need to get that CT scan today. And I'm like, call the doctor. They call the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Why did the nurse take the IV out?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know. She ripped it out of my arm," and they paid me out thousands of dollars.
I should pee.
But not enough to do anything with, like maybe $1,700 or some shit. It's the craziest thing. These people are allowed to fucking do whatever they want to us. Whatever they want to us. And they've tried to kill me through poisoning me, stabbing me, shooting me, ripping IVs out of my arm, trying to cause deep vein thrombosis. They've sicked people on me, tried to like make people in my neighborhood think I'm a Nazi and come to my house and collaborate outside my fucking front door waiting for me to come outside. I can't tell you how many different ways these people have tried to hurt me.
The whole reason why we moved out of LA is
because of the neighbor stalking. The neighbor
called
stalking.
the cops and said that our children were DEAD.
Well, not just that, but we had another neighbor that lived around the street, around the corner, he was Jewish, and he was married to a Jewish woman who had, he was a Christian, but he was married to a Jewish woman that had a Jewish father that had just died, and he found out that I was saying something online that he didn't like. I don't even remember what it was. It wasn't anything about Jews. It wasn't anything about Christian. I have no beef with anyone, right? I was literally walking, my dog shit on his fucking lawn. I was walking my dog, and my dog shit on his fucking lawn.
And you didn't have a bag there. You forgot a bag.
And he came out, and he said, "Are you going to pick that up?" And I said, "You know what, dude? I had one bag, and my dog shit back there, and then now my dog shit again, so I'm going to come back with another bag. I live around the corner." And he wanted to fight me, and he said, "I know who the fuck you are. I know who the fuck you are. You're fucking Nick Abbott, you fucking Nazi." That's what he said. And then he wanted to stab me. He wanted to fight me. He was sitting outside my apartment with a knife and shit, sharpening a knife.
Are part of these like social justice group.
Yeah.
Like what are they? What was it back
Know
then?
Your Local Nazi.
Yeah.
Like these Know Your Local Nazi groups.
Yeah.
That will make flyers of people with their face and picture on it and like a quote that they made up about like Hitler or something, and they'll share it to your neighbors to make your neighbors mad at you and scared of you.
Yeah.
So that they call the police
That's
on
my
you all the
family.
time.
That's my family. My aunt is part of that shit.
So that's what happened, is because people were going around giving my neighbors flyers,
like just fake shit,
fake things about me. They asked AI to do an AI image of me Roman saluting. This is the craziest thing you could ever imagine. They AI'd a little Nazi patch on my arm and made me Roman salute on a picture, right? And then they shared that with all my neighbors in a flyer in their mailbox and told them, "Know your local Nazi."
Okay, watch out.
Nick Abbott is a known white nationalist and Nazi, and blah, 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 and know your local Nazi.
Like, these people have really destroyed my life, and then whenever I'm like, I'm poor and I need something and I can't afford it. Like, I need toothpaste. I can't afford toothpaste, Mom.
When these people...
And then she's like, "Oh, well, you need to talk to your husband about getting a job." It's like, well, yeah, he has a job, but we have all these other things that we have. Like, it's the craziest thing. Like, she gets mad at me because all the effort that she put into fucking up my life actually worked. And now, like, my life is completely fucked up, and she's mad at me that it worked or something. Like,
it's so weird, too. It's like when everything calms down and life is working for us, something big will happen. something big and bad, like a lawsuit or like
car accident,
or like someone from our past that like wants to harass us, cause problems for us. It's constant. As soon as we get life stable, they find a way to destabilize
as we get our necks out of the water,
they shove our head back down under, just like that. It's called financial waterboarding, and that's what we've been going through for almost 12 years, is that they made sure that they had power over what I do and how much I earn, so that they know what we can buy, because I think they're secretly afraid that we're both going to do drugs. Like heroin.
No, that's their excuse.
Oh, well, then that's their excuse.
That's their excuse.
They think that it's okay to harass and target
I haven't
people.
done any drugs in over 10 years.
No, 11.
11 years.
Over almost 12.
I only smoke pot and drink. That's it. And
that's not a drug.
And I don't drink like that. I don't drink all the time like that.
That's not a drug.
I know. I only smoke pot because I have a neck injury, and it's the only thing that keeps it at rest.
I smoke pot to take myself away.
Oh, and by the way, about the whole
mentally.
Addictive personality thing. Last time I went to the doctor, they gave me OxyContin, okay, for my neck because it was that bad, and I still have half the prescription. I haven't taken half of it. Like I'm putting it away. So no, I don't really have an addictive personality at all. I still have half the prescription of what they gave me for my neck. I'm not addicted. I'm not addicted to it. Like I don't think about using it every day at all. I don't even think. Even when my neck hurts, I still go to Tylenol over the
and she was a polysubstance addict.
But it was drugs were shoved down my throat. Like you don't understand. Like I was trafficked.
It was bad. So we've talked a lot about her family. Let me tell you a little bit about my family. My dad is in the Hollywood industry. He does things in Hollywood, right? He offered me a job one time. One time he offered me a job as like a PA, production assistant. And I was like 17, 18 years old back then. And he was like, oh, we're going to be working late. These are late hours. It's going to be like late. I know. It's going to be like late hours. You're going to start at 6 o'clock in the morning and you're going to work until midnight some nights and you're barely going to get any sleep and da-da-da-da. I was like 17 or 18 years old and I was like, I hate this. This is miserable. Okay, he's never given me another opportunity since. I'm like 38 years old now. He's never given me another opportunity in the 20 years since then.
Yeah, you can go in the back.
Right. I have no contact with him. I have no contact with him. He's a total mystery. He's a total fucking mystery.
This one.
All right. He's a total fucking mystery, dude.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
All right, he's a total mystery. All we know is that he jet sets a lot, going all around the world looking for locations for movies and shit like that. My grandma, my adopted grandma, she yeah, please do.
Go in the back.
My adopted grandma, right? She was a lawyer. She was a family law attorney, and she fucking she was like Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt's divorce attorney and shit. She's done divorces for people that are like beyond celebrity status. Like way past celebrity. Way past celebrity. Right? And so she's done hella divorces for hella rich people. Right? She cut me off. She used to give me $1,600 a month to just stay out of trouble. Just don't get arrested. Don't go to jail. Don't do anything stupid. Just stay out of trouble. Live your life. Here's $1,600 a month. I know you can't work because something's up. Just let's keep it like that. You just be good, right? As soon as I got with Jessie, that $1,600 disappeared. She said, I'm not giving you that $1,600 anymore. I'm not giving it to you anymore. And then she started attacking Jessie's mom for helping us with a house, a car, place to live, the lights on, you know, refrigerators, things we needed. And she starts attacking.
Like, it's okay, guys.
She starts attacking her mom, saying, this is all your fault.
Listen. It's okay. It's okay. I don't need my family. I really don't. But what I need them to do is to just forget about me. Just leave me the fuck alone, then.
Pretend we don't exist.
Let me live, then.
Pretend we don't exist.
Let me live. Last time my mom came, she's always picking fights with my husband. It's always, I told her, like, it was never like this for me growing up. I didn't grow up in a war zone. I don't know why it's happening to me in my adult life right now between you and my husband. I'm not okay with it. I can't deal with it. I have this brain malformation. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with the family war zone. I'm not going to be putting up with it. I said to her, why do you come here? Like, why do you come here? Every time you come here, you're negative. You say terrible things, like my kids are going to have no life.
My husband,
why the fuck
your
do
husband
you come
is so
here?
controlling. He just wants total control. What? Because I say, every time you drive my car, you crash it. I don't want you to drive my car. I want you to get a rental car. I don't want you to take my kids in your rental car, because every time you're in a car that you're not familiar with, you crash it. Hey, I will drive you around. No problem. I don't want you taking my kids alone into Tucson, because it's like Compton in the 90s. It's really fucking dangerous. There's like teenagers with guns shooting people in the head every day. Okay? For no reason. Just for no reason. Road rage, shooting into another car. No problem. Every day in Tucson. And she says, your husband is so fucking controlling. He just wants total control. Last time she came here, she said, fuck you to me. She's said some other shit too. She was like, fuck you, you fucking motherfucker, or some shit. She said some shit like that to me, and
yeah, I was like, why do you come here?
Like, for no reason. And you can ask her. I am being totally peaceful, calm. I even said last time she came, I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick her up from the airport. I'm going to give her a pleasant ride back here, and I'm not going to say a word. And Jessie was like, no, don't do that. It's going to make things weird. And I said, no, I'm scared to fucking talk to her. Because if I say something to her, she's going to spin it around into this whole, like, I'm leaving. You know, like, I'm getting back on an airplane. Yo, baby. Thank you. We don't talk like that here, though, dog. Sorry.
That doesn't even matter.
No, I'm put you on timeout. You get a 10-minute timeout for calling me baby. I'm not your baby.
Moving on. Anyways.
But yeah, no, I think it's fucking retarded that these people come around us when they hate us and then treat us like shit when they come around under the guise of trying to be helpful. You know, she comes here and she's like,
last time she was here, I had the worst fucking neck spasm I've ever, like, neck pain flare up I've ever had in my life, you guys. I have a severe neck, it's almost severe neck degenerative disc disease with my C5 and C6 vertebrae herniated, and shit's fucked up in there. And I had the worst neck spasm last time she came here.
Hey, and not just that, but last time she came here under the guise of that Jessie and I were going to get to go stay in some cabin, some log cabin retreat in the mountain while it was snowing. And then she got here. Wait. That's why she came. She said, I'm coming to give you guys a break. I want you guys to go take a break in a log cabin in the mountains. And we said, wow, that sounds wonderful. That sounds super nice. Come on down. She came on down. She crashed my car. We were at the dealership most of the time she was here, trying to figure out what we were going to do about a new car, because my shit was fucked up. It went from being perfectly nice to being fucked up because she drove it.
Look, I'm not going to have the surgery right now.
No log cabin retreat. It was really a troll tactic just to get here.
I'm going to try and put off surgeries until I'm, like, older, I think, maybe. Or maybe...
I don't even think you're going to need surgery.
I don't want surgery. Like, I do good. That's why I was saying, like, I haven't had any neck problems in, like, before this last spasm, this last one I had.
You just need to stay stress-free.
In years. And then she came here, and I was so stressed out by her negativity.
The first day.
The first night, I woke up, and my neck was all locked. Just fucking locked. Like, it had never been locked before. Like, locked. I fought it for fucking 2 days. I went to the ER twice, okay? I was like, I can't move. I was like this. I can't move. I had a pillow on my... I couldn't hold my own head up, okay? Like, I can't move. I went to the ER. You know, I'm a mother. I need to be able to move and do shit around here. I couldn't fucking move my head. Not without getting... just extreme level, like, white out pain, where you're in pain so bad that everything around you goes white.
Dude, a woman came into my...
Like, I almost passed out.
My grooming shop, and she showed me a picture of her back the other day. and she was walking with a cane. She walked in with a cane, and she was like, honey, I'm just in so much pain. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that. I like opened the door for her on her way out and everything. But she showed me a picture on her phone. She had like 2 phones with her. She must love showing people this shit. She opened up one phone, and she was like, look at my back. And her back was like, with like a break here. And I was like, what?
I'm Spanish.
They literally in Arizona just have motherfuckers walking around like that. Like, good luck.
With what?
With your back, dude. If it does get bad when you get older, they're not gonna help you.
Oh, I know.
They're not fucking help you. You should see some of the spines out here in Tucson, bro.
I know.
Should see some of these Tucson spines. The lady said she lost 3 inches of height in the last year.
Yeah, I did too.
That's what she said.
I used to be 5'2" and 5'1" now. I lost so much already.
That's crazy.
I know.
And so last time
actually was 5.
The negativity.
Almost 5'3". I was
last time her mom came to town started when we picked her up from the airport. I pick her up from the airport. I get gas. I'm talking.
What's that? I'll have to look that up. PDX. That sounds not good.
Oh. Is it named after you?
I also have.
Did they name that shit after you?
I also have scoliosis in this part of my back. Right here, and then also I have something in my lower going on. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, it's called you have degenerative disc disease. She has a herniated C6 vertebrae.
It's out. Let's go into the house.
Wait.
No, I need to make.
So the negativity last time she came to town started at the airport when we picked her up. We picked her up at the airport, and she gets in the car. And I'm like, here's the deal. Listen, guys, every time she comes into town, something either happens where I get a job or I lose a job. It's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest fucking thing. So last time she was in town, not this last time, but the time before that, she found out where I worked. I was working for a home health care thing where I was like going to people's houses and cooking for them and helping them like I do for Jessie. Like I do for me. Like I was taking care of someone like it was myself, basically. Going to their house and cooking for them and cleaning for them and changing their fucking stupid, nasty-ass diapers that I swore I was never going to do. I told them when I started working at that company, I wasn't comfortable changing diapers, and they put me in the situation to do it anyway and never paid me more.
Soft tissue, muscle tendons, fascia become shortened, scarred, or adhere due to
trauma, inflammation, or degeneration. Oh, wow. So she's got like...
Maybe I don't...
It's called McKenzie syndrome.
If with your skin...
It's like fused. No, it's like your spine gets fused.
No, because muscles and tendons, fascia is under the skin, fascia
scarred,
under the
become shortened.
Yeah, that's what scarred. I feel like. My whole
so
body
that it's
hurts.
Like tight. Everything is really tense.
I feel like. That's what I feel like.
That sucks, PDX. Yeah.
Anyways, guys, yes. Look what I'm trying. I'm trying these. Have you seen these? They're the tanning drops. Apparently, they're cancerous or something, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna give it a go.
Jessie's having PTSD, but I'm gonna finish my story anyway about how every time her mom finds out what I'm doing for a living, I get fired. Every fucking time. And it's not even YouTube. I joke around
That's interesting. That's an interesting one. I'll have to research that one. I like researching like medical stuff too. So yeah.
So like the first time it happened, I was working with this pest control company, and I had been working with them for 6 months. And I was getting a company truck. I was getting a raise. I was going on company retreats.
Is that half a dropper, right?
Yeah. Did you guys hear me? I was getting a raise. I was getting a company truck, and I was going on a company retreat. Right? We went on the company retreat. Her mom came to town to watch my kids, the boys, while we went on this company retreat. Okay? Shit started to get weird. No, it's not. Oh, okay. Shit started to get weird on the company retreat. Like, really weird. Like, out of character for everybody except us. We were like the only ones that were still in character. It was the worst thing ever.
Vitamins.
All right? And so then when we came back, my hours were cut down to like nothing. The company truck off the table. We didn't do anything wrong on that vacation. We were really good to all of those people. Really, really good. All right. And so I lost that job because essentially I was supposed to get licensed as a pest control applicator. And my boss was responsible for setting up the appointment for me to get licensed. And he was asking me, did you study for the appointment? Did you study for the appointment? I kept saying, yeah, I studied. I'm ready for my pest control licensing. And he never scheduled it. So it got to that threshold where if I was going to treat an apartment or a house for bugs, it was going to be illegal for me because I'm past that apprenticeship period. And I wasn't willing to break the law. And so I got fired.
Did I make coffee yet?
No. I got fired for not wanting to break the law and spray pesticides where I'm not supposed to because I wasn't licensed. And then I got another job working as a home.
Yeah, but it wasn't even that you weren't willing to get your license. You asked so many times.
I have the paperwork right here, the licensing stuff. Like, look, it's right here. I was ready to take my fucking test. Look, I was ready to take my pest control licensing test. It's right here. Look, I have this expensive ass book that I got. Pesticide applicator. Look how thick this is. This is to prepare you for the test to become a pest control applier. Okay, so she came to town, it got weird, and I lost that job, essentially. Then I got a job as a home healthcare specialist, and I was like a care manager for people. And I would go to their house, and I would take care of them, and we swore we would never tell her mom where I work. We were like, we're never going to tell her where I work, because I can't lose this job. It's so important that I keep this job. It's so important that nobody fucks with me or contacts my boss with like videos. Like, I don't know if you guys know who Magda Rakowski is, but that very well may be my mother-in-law. You know what I mean? Like, where it's like, no, but she can pretend not to be able to, too. Where it's hard to pretend to be able to spell if you can't. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, so,
I think she
so the second time...
No, she would never waste her time. She
well, no.
Have somebody else do it.
Right, exactly. So, like, someone who contacted my mother-in-law then contacts them.
It's like some bum.
And tells them that bum that has my stuff recorded from AI or whatever saying anti-Semitic Nazi things or whatever. Who cares? Whatever they fucking have that they made, that they generated themselves using a fucking AI. And they send it around to people and they get me fired. And so essentially...
And then she, helps these bums.
Yeah, it gives these bums like $10 every time she sees them.
No, like they get more than that. They learn about social media, they get supporters, they get followers, they group up.
So then, okay, I got this home healthcare job and we swore we were never going to let her find out what I do.
She gives these like crazy people power, really.
So we swore we were never ever going to let her find out what I did for a living, okay? She came to town 2 or 3 times during that 6-month period. And I would hide all my work stuff. I would hide my work shirts. I would hide my binders and notebooks with my company name on it. I would like take the sticker with my company logo off the car and like, you know, put a new one on when she would leave. And like, fucking like one time she came to town and like one of my notebooks, one of my like my clock in, clock out book with like the company name on it was like on the table. And I was like, oh, fuck. And Jessie was like, I know, she probably saw it. And I was like, shit, dude. Like, I would hide my shirts and duffel bags and shit when she would come into town. My company, like everything with my company logo, I will hide it when she comes into town. And she still... She still found out.
Look, listen, for a long time, my mom was this is the thing. This is why it's such a tough pill for me to swallow. For a long time, my mom was my only fucking friend. Okay? For a very long time. And I now recognize that is like a very common thing for a victim of narcissism to say.
To think that was your best friend.
Like
right.
my only friend, right?
Right.
Okay? And this is so hard for me because I have to be like, she's not my friend.
See,
like, you know, like she may not.
A narcissist may adopt a child because at the time they feel that they need that child. And as the child grows into an adult,
what I'm trying to say though is that it's a tough pill for me to swallow that she's actually probably like been kind of like toxic for me. And that like, because most of the time everything she did to help me.
No, but under the guise of helping you, because in reality, if she really wanted to help you, she would just get you disability. as a child.
I see that. But like, I just, in the end, want my own life. I just really want my own life. I really just want my own fucking life.
No, she made it so that whatever you get, you have to earn yourself. That's why she hates me, Jess.
I don't want to like fucking blame anybody or anything.
No, your disability stuff, you were supposed to one day become mature and responsible enough to go through those thousands of pieces of paper all by yourself and find out about your disability all by yourself, and that it was supposed to be your moment where you take ownership of your life and you get yourself on disability because you
still needs to charge.
Okay, no problem. But that's the thing, is that it was supposed to be your accomplishment, and your mom hates the fact that I helped you so much. And she's pretending that, oh, that's so nice that your husband went through thousands of your paperwork and found out about your history.
I'm not mad. I really don't even fucking care. I just want my own life. Like, I just want to be like,
but you could have had that.
Now we're done.
You could have had that.
No, but I want it now. Like, now I just want my own life. Like,
I mean, and it would have saved her a ton of money anyways. It's crazy. Like, she still could have been involved in your life and been nice and generous if that's what she wants to do. And it didn't have to be so fake. It didn't have to be so fake.
When I say I want my own life, it doesn't mean I don't want to associate with anybody anymore.
Okay.
It just means that I want to be in charge of my own fucking shit.
Yeah, be responsible for everything so that you.
I feel like I've proven that to at least, like, I obviously can manage whatever I've been managing with my husband's help
for the past 11 years, like just fine.
On our own. Like, yeah, it's been tough.
And she has more sobriety than most people that you would meet in the program. And she's not even in the program.
I actually don't. I smoke weed and drink.
That's not
the drinking.
Listen, I remember back in the early 2000s where if you smoked weed or you drank alcohol, you still could go to NA meetings.
Yeah, you could,
because you don't take chips. You don't take chips.
You can go high.
Oh yeah.
You can go high.
I know.
But that doesn't mean that you're sober. You're not in sobriety. You're just there. But so I'm not in sobriety.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, she's not in the program or in sobriety,
at all.
But she's been clean off of the drugs that she had a big problem with for over 11 years.
I wasn't a drug addict. Because
she was being given these drugs, essentially.
I was given drugs.
She was essentially manipulated. I was not
given information about myself that would have maybe put that angel on my shoulder being like, hey, you have a brain malformation. You probably shouldn't do drugs.
Yeah, true. Yeah, when I got involved with Jess, she was just in a rehab because it was the only way she was able to sleep in her parents' house. The only way that she was allowed to sleep in her parents' house at that time was if she was in a rehab, and she had been in that rehab for about 3 months.
And on medicine,
when I reached out to her. And I've known her since she was 15, but that's when she was 25.
Forcing me to take things by giving me pills and shit.
Yeah, they're on SSRIs and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
All kinds of shit, and Vivitrol. But you know what? She credits Vivitrol with help. Vivitrol did help.
It did help, yeah.
Because even if she wanted to get high, she couldn't.
Anything bad about Vivitrol. That is an amazing.
It's a miracle.
Yeah, it is.
Vivitrol is a miracle drug. So yeah, no.
I don't take it anymore.
No. It's for like the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something.
For a year, you can.
For a year.
You can take it. People get it forever sometimes. You can take it forever, but I don't need it. I'm not a drug addict. I'm sorry. Yes, I got addicted to drugs because I have a brain malformation and I had really bad decision making and I was not around good people. But I don't have a drug problem.
Yeah, she had a trust problem. She had a problem with trusting all the wrong people. And she's always been manipulated to trust the wrong people because people take advantage of her because they can sense that she has weaknesses. And I'm not saying she's weak. She's not a weak person. She's actually really strong because of all that she's been through. But she's innocent. She's weak in the way an innocent person is weak, if that makes sense to you. Vulnerable. Like young at heart. Like a young soul. Like flies by the seat of her pants 99% of the time, and I'm lucky. I'm super lucky that I have been able to hold it down for 11 years because she's a wild card. And that's just what it is that like if it wasn't for true love's kiss,
Does Dorothy like
she would probably still be lost. Yeah, she says she was gonna.
Okay.
Hey,
how many should I make her? Like 3 to start? Probably.
I would say, yeah, just to be safe. If it wasn't for true love's kiss, and we met when we were 15 on the couch of a rehab. Well, yeah, she had just turned 15 and I was 15, and we met at a place called Insight Treatment Center. If you go and look at one of the videos from this page, if you go and look at one of my uploads, the one where my face is like painted all green and shit with a mask, which I'm gonna do a mask actually right now.
I just want
That was
PDX
the counselor.
I just want PDX to know that I am having a physical reaction to talking about all this stuff right now.
The neck stuff?
No, like I'm shaking. Like
oh no, it's adrenaline packed because we've been traumatized.
Every time I talk about this kind of shit, I go into like trauma mode where my body starts like I get like.
Oh no, it's bad, and you brought it up. I started into it after you brought it up. I was like, yeah, trauma.
That's what I'm trying to.
I was like.
That's what I'm trying to say to you. Like, I don't want to blame anyone. I just want my own fucking life because I can't keep talking about this shit. It is literally.
It is traumatic.
Taxing.
It is very. It's my chest is tight too.
Shaking,
fight or flight situation. And I'll tell you that I have my theories that a lot of people out there, and I don't know who these people are or why they think that they can fucking try and do bad things to me or make me do bad things, would like for me to be a statistic. I know that for a fact. I know 100% that laws would change and I would be used as a poster boy if I did something stupid. If I ever hurt a fly or a hair on anyone's head, I would be used as the straight white 30-something-year-old male who talked about this and that online, and then the whole world would crumble upon me, and it would be all my fault that everything is negative in the whole wide world, and that everything had to change for the worse because of Nicky Abbott. And so that's what I've been fighting. That's the demon that I've been fighting, is that people have been doing things that will get them killed, and I've been just totally having to turn the other cheek, like Jesus Christ said. It's the weirdest thing. Like, people have been treating me in a way over my life, and I'm saying, like, the majority of people who I've come into contact with have treated me in a way where, like, I don't know, like 2,000 years ago, I would have cracked them over the head with a rock, you know, and it would have been a done deal because we're like barbarians living in a cave. But, like, I have to exercise this, like, new modern criminal justice, social justice complex where I'm like, okay, it's okay. I'm not even going to slap you. I'm not even going to spit at you or kick you or push you. I'm not even going to touch you. You know what? You never even have to look at me again. I'm going to disappear. That's it. Goodbye. And I'm gone because I know that they would love to make a statistic out of me.
And I don't
because of how many times I've tried to go for
people this idea that we're over here. Like, I did not wish harm on.
No, we're not plotting anything. Okay. I swear to God, I want everyone to know I would never do anything.
He said that he wanted wish that my mom would die already.
No, well, whatever. But, you know, like because of the control that she's had over our existence.
We just mean like get older and like maybe stop being so controlling and go away.
When I say
just
die,
fuck off a little.
I mean become an old lady.
Just fuck off a little bit more.
You know what I mean? Like, become practically dead. Like, just stop being so mobile.
Yeah.
At least.
Stop driving.
Jesus Christ, Bushra. Like, no, that's all I would like.
Don't say it.
All I would like, Bushra, is for you to become a little less mobile and independent.
And can you stop being so fucking mean all the time? Because you're really mean. I would like her to know, like, she's so mean now. This woman was never mean to me, ever.
And I'm going to patronize one more time, okay? There's two ways where you can have an accident. One is being overly confident. And two is being distracted or doing too much at the same time. And there's one way where you're guaranteed almost 100% of the time to fuck up. Almost every fucking time you do this, you are going to hurt yourself, someone else, or break something, or drop something, or have a gaffe of some sort. If you are being overconfident and you are doing too much at the same time, that is the recipe for fucking up. And every time I have seen my mother-in-law since her husband died, since her husband died,
that's what I'm trying to say.
She has been overconfident while doing too much at the same time. Like reckless.
And really mean.
Reckless person.
Really mean.
Like I only have, like she's counting down the days she has left on this planet.
She's acting like our existence together killed my dad. Like she's so weird. She's correlating because it like aged her or something. I don't know. So she like whenever she thinks about my dad's death, it was around the time Nick and I got back together. And every time she sees us, it's like she's revisiting that time when my dad was dying or something in her mind.
Something like that. Like she doesn't even
she
like
gets upset.
Short haircuts.
But she's so like, mean.
Yeah, I know. Last time I cut my kid's hair and it was an awesome haircut. And she's like, it's so short. It just reminds me of when they shaved Richard's hair off because he had cancer. I was like, I was like, you're going to talk about my 7-year-old like that?
Yeah.
You're going to talk about...
It's very traumatizing for her, and I get that. And I really don't want to make her seem like a villain or anything like that. I really don't. But this is my side of the story, and it's how I feel about things, and it's my account, and you know, it's like me venting, and I don't want any ill will towards my mother. Like she has taken really good care of me as a child. I was very spoiled as a child and stuff, so it's just a hard thing to like when it's like you feel like you're falling out of a 10-story building and you can see the pavement there. You know what I mean? And you know it's going to hurt. So it's like a hard fall to recover from. And I
do appreciate the fact that we are not in LA anymore for a couple reasons. One being that what Jessie said about how it's not the same anymore. And two, for it being about my family and like kind of saving my children from all that weirdness. You know what I mean? Like, so to Jessie's mom or Jessie's family or whoever put us 700 miles away from all of that weirdness. We'll just say weirdness. You know I want to call it something else that starts with an F, right?
And this is for
and ends with tree.
This is for like the OGs, like PDX out there.
Yeah.
Sorry if you're in here
caught up in the crossfire.
Sorry if you're in here scrolling, being like, what the fuck's going on? But like this, we've been through. You know, it's our life basically.
You know what I mean?
In a nutshell. So if you're confused, we're sorry about that. But
I was raised
for
by
the OGs, like
for the OGs. You already know that I'm the OG with the gay grannies, right? Yeah. You already know that I'm the OG. Like I was the first child adopted by 2 women in America, right? Like you guys know that, right? Like that there's LA Times articles. I almost said LAPD articles. There's probably those 2 though. LA Times articles about me, about being the first child adopted by a same-sex couple. All this weird shit. And they're like activists and go to fucking Washington, D.C. and get arrested for being like marching on Washington and being gay and shit like that. I'm so happy that I got to move to Arizona and give my kids like a semi-wholesome, like non-sexualized experience. Like for real, the normal American experience. And if you want that for your family, I would highly recommend like those areas that I mentioned earlier in the stream. I'm not going to say it again because God knows who's watching at this point. But those areas that I mentioned earlier in the stream, when I was talking about like where I would want my mother-in-law to, you know, stay at. No? I mean, we got a much better existence for our kids.
Actually, you know what? We'll come back.
Okay.